Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. We have guests in the house. Well, he's not a guest for me, he's family, but we'll start at the top. We'll get our hellos and sorry. Got an echo. Good morning, Nicole. Lovely to see you. Good morning, Sarah Diamond. Good morning, Gimme. Hello, Jay. Pixie, you're working and lurking. So is Lisa. Hello to you both. I'm glad you guys like the new image. Good morning, brother Jeremy. Lovely to see you as always. Thank you so much for everything you do, Jeremy. Travis, hello. Libby, well, she's here. I've already said good morning to her. Who else have we got in the house? Scrolling. Rose Bills, hello. Susie Q, hiya. So for those that do not know, this is my beautiful, well, he's not beautiful, he's handsome and stunning and amazing, my very talented son, Jordyn. We're just going to shoot the breeze. Mum's going to dome paint. We're going to talk. We're just going to hang out. And it's a good way for us to catch up and that as well. Hello, Chris. And thank you. Everyone's spelling Jordyn's name right. You all get brownie points. So, yeah. Oh, yes. Hang on a second. Oh, wrong Rose, but you reminded me.
Oh, I know what she's going to get. They're nice and snuggly.
I should have worn this. It wasn't cold this morning, so I couldn't wear them. So I thought New Zealand winters got cold. As hot as Australia gets, as cold as what Australia gets. Hello, Nixie. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, Nix.
I'm having an awesome day. Even though we've got a storm coming. If I do have to drop off suddenly, guys, we're expecting a big electrical storm here. So I might have to cancel the live really quickly. If it starts getting lightning. So, but you guys all remember the auction, and some of you guys are starting to get your stuff now. Squishy. You guys all remember I bought Chris. This is Chris's mittens. Well, they're mine now. And he didn't lick them. I'm very disappointed, just saying. Hiya, Amber. So I have these beautiful mittens, hand knitted by Chris. So absolutely stunning. And I'm actually going to get him to knit you a special pair, Jordyn, and send them to you. Hence why I've been asking where to send parcels.
Oh, okay. Very cool. I will let you know. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. Wow, you're fired. If you want goodies from Mum, you actually have to give Mum a postal address to send parcels to. So get them so,
I like Travis said if he had licked them, they would have charged more.
Oh, I actually don't own a raincoat, or an umbrella, but one of the things I will be testing in the near future will be umbrellas. So yes. So what's been happening? The last 2 days? Not a lot, really. Worked a lot yesterday. As you guys saw, there's a new art piece up. You can see a little bit of it in the thumbnail for today. She will be going out as a cup, not like a normal cup. She's actually going to have a quote on the back. I'm just tweaking my designs a little bit. They're going to grow, as they always do. If you haven't checked out Creative Chris's channel, he's just unboxed a calendar, the Endangered Animal Series calendar. Go and check that out as well. That's really awesome. So lots of exciting things happening. We're still waiting for tests. We're not sure on production, and we're still checking out production and shipping times for a lot of the testing products. One of my big suppliers coming in will be him and I had a quick meeting this morning, and we've ironed out a few wrinkles, so to speak. But that's all good. We're just waiting to hear a response from him now. Oh, it's my pleasure to create it Endangered animals is one of my things I love the most. You guys will know that. Okay, my phone is just going to have to go on silent because it's just vibrating. It sounds very violent. So I'm trying to sweet talk my son, and it's not going to be that difficult, but you guys can back me up on this. And hence why I bribed him to come on the channel, so you guys can all tell him. I want his work for my cups, and I need him to create some art.
Yes.
You need me to make some art, do you?
Yes, I do. I need you to make some art.
Might have to do
I've got
something.
to see a particular new piece of art from a certain boy. And oh my God, it is fantastic.
There you go. That's not just from Mum.
That has come a long way. You are doing fantastic.
So we need some art so we can put on the cups for you. Make you some royalties.
I did send you one, I think.
Yeah, you sent me the new one. Yeah, I've got to get it. Go and get it. I'll be doing that today. That will be going up today.
Oh, I need to put it on a drive still, I think.
Yeah, I need it on the drive so I've got the proper good file, not the compressed Facebook file. But it looks amazing, guys. It really does. Hey, yeah, Kiri.
I'll go get that done so that it's on the drive.
Rose Wills is in need of a Vegeta painting, please, Jordyn.
I'll probably come up with something.
There you go. Nix is going, yes, Jordyn, please. Please, Jane. Jordyn's the one that you need to see for all the anime kind of stuff because I'm your portraits, your animals kind of girl. He's your anime.
Sarah wants to know if you're allowed to show the new one.
I can. I don't think that would be an issue.
I don't have a problem with it.
I just have to show it via my phone because this computer doesn't hold up very well with imaging. So just bear with me. Scroll back. Where's that first one you showed me? There it is. So tell us a little bit about. Oh, that's my art piece, not your art piece. What the heck? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. That's still my art piece. Yeah. There we go, guys. There we go. Sorry for the glare. Tell us about this art piece, Jordyn.
Well, that one's from a roleplay group that I'm a part of. I was inspired to do it because I've kind of hit this point where my motivation's been really low, and I guess I'm a bit burnt out. So when this sort of thing happened in like our story, our roleplay, one of the characters gave a nickname, a title to my character that I really just kind of, something about it really sort of like inspired me to do like a hero piece of my character, who's the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
And it would have been a couple of days of trying to get it to work because my computer's really slow. But yeah, I wanted it to look good and not be rushed, and I wanted to try a couple new things in Blender to get it to look good.
No, it looked really, really good. I really like it.
So do I. I actually want it for my son, my eldest, because I reckon he'd love that on a coffee mug.
Where's my tweezers gone?
I'm just putting it up now.
So Jordyn's going to have his own creative corner. You know, guys know how I've got Kenzie's creative corner. Jordyn's Creative Corner will be going up sometime in the next week. I've lost my tweezers. There they are. I put them away, so I couldn't find them. Oh, take care, Kerry. I hope you feel better soon, sweetie. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye, Kerry.
It should be uploaded now.
Sweet. So I will have them on a cup. Check out the group. You guys all know I post on the group any new product coming. I am doing some breast cancer cups for those that have asked. They will be up in the next few days. And I'm also doing, for those of you who are, the 15th of October is coming up very, very fast. And for those that don't know, 15th of October is a day for parents who have lost a baby in any description. So if you are one of those mums, there are support cups up there now. If you want them personalized, as in the date of your lost angel, please just let me know in the notes when you put your order in for a cup, and I'll put the dates on there for you. I'm more than happy to do that. What else is there? There's some, because you guys know I've been getting more, I'm still doing art, as you guys know, but I'm also getting back into some of my graphic design work, which is using other people's art to make products. It is all licensed stuff. I do own the license to it. And so they are now, there's a category in the website called designer mugs, and you can go in there and have a look, and that's what they are. There's some gonks in there, not to be confused with gnomes, people. If I have to educate you all again, I'm gonna get my murder tweezers and pluck your nose hairs out one at a time. Be a bit painful.
Different to waxing.
Yeah, but it hurts for longer. See, when you pluck them out one at a time, it hurts for longer.
Oh no, let's ask men, because men are the ones who can't.
Oh, look, I used to pluck, so I'm good. They are not gnomes. Christopher, squishy. I am going to get these tweezers and shove them up your nose and pluck your nose hairs out one by one. No, I'm going to pluck them because they hurt for longer. I had to stir the wax in my pen, hence why I have the tweezers in my hand, just for the record. Not that I'm violent in any way, shape, or form.
Another set.
So yeah, go check those out. So there's, I did the Halloween, they're also in the Halloween collection, so you can check them there as well. It's a Halloween based. I will be doing some breast cancer ones in the next couple of days. And I will also be doing rainbow babies. So there's a lot of us here who are parents of rainbow babies. Jordyn is a rainbow baby. For those that don't know what a rainbow baby is, when you have lost a child or in a pregnancy or had a stillborn, and your next child lives, that is your rainbow baby. So Jordyn and Kenzie are both rainbow babies. Yeah. Travis. So we've got a video, the pain of everyone having their noses plucked one by one. Well, don't confuse gnomes with gonks, and we'll be fine. For those that do not know the difference, gonks are from the Viking era. They are a whole mythology based around them. You cannot see their eyes. All you see is their nose and the beard and the hair and the hat. Gnomes are from they're more British and like the UK kind of medieval mythology. And you can see their whole face, as in, like, the seven dwarfs and kind of things. So, Jordyn is your rainbow baby. Yes, Jenny, he does look like me. Yeah. Both my babies look like me. Except he's got the dimple in his chin, which is from his dad. And his ears are his grandfather's.
Yeah. Until I got rid of the fluff, I was like, I kind of look like Dad. And I had the complete opposite thought when I was like finished shaving, and it was like, that's Mum.
a little while ago in my memories, I put up a photo. I think I had a puffy eye. I'd had an allergic reaction to something a couple of years ago. And I put up a photo, and it was a very young me. And I had to stop and think, is that me or is that George Tabs? I think that's lagging my computer too much. Yes, we're going to leave Facebook. Here we go. Hopefully that'll fix it. So yeah, in Judy, welcome. Yeah, so there was, and I looked at it and I was like, is that Jordyn? And then I was like, oh no, that was me, because just like the half side of it looked like me.
I think I know the one.
Yeah, because I sent it to you. I think I tagged you in it. I said I thought this was you at first.
Yeah, I think I think I remember, not like recently, but I think I remember seeing that picture and having to think like, you didn't take that photo of me.
No, it wasn't. It was your mother.
I think my second thought was, no, that looks like Kenzie.
yeah, it's kind of like, and then you can add Brooke to the mix. Sorry, I'm scratching my back, guys.
You were going to be lost when I go
I'm
home.
going to buy one of those. You add Brooke. Brooke is my niece, for those that don't know, and she's my biological offspring's, my biological mother's offspring son, for lack of a better word. I don't call him brother. And she's over here. She actually lives in Queensland, and she's a mini me too. And Savannah's a little bit of a mini me as well. So the Prophet gene is strong. Yeah. So tell us about what you've been doing in your class, and like how your degree's going, and give your mama an update and everybody else.
Well, for last semester and this semester, we've been put into groups based on animatics we did in the first half of the year.
Yeah.
And we, for one of our classes, we just have to like animate some of those shots and like polish it up, make it look all pretty and finalized. So I get to do some 3D stuff there. But our group decided to put both of our projects like together, so for both classes. And I've been modeling the main character of the story that our group is doing, which is a little stressful because it has to be something that everyone in the group can use. And that's like almost done. There's still some areas that need touching up.
Yeah.
But this semester we've started going into virtual reality. So we're making our worlds and like the story that we're working on into virtual reality video games.
Oh,
so
I'm
finally doing what 3-year-old me wanted to do, and making a video game.
Yeah. Hiya, Shaz.
And it's
wow.
It's weird, but it's cool because it's all learning, and I'm still struggling a little bit. There was some troubles last week when we were handing in an assignment that caused me to fall behind a bit on the lessons because they wanted me to fix up something on my 3D model, which I didn't think was broken, but it didn't end up mattering in the end. So I'll have to get some catch up when I see the teacher next.
Yeah.
Which I think is next week. This week we're doing Unreal Engine and learning about all of that stuff.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You're going to have to teach me how to use Unreal Engine, because it's something that I've like. Okay, so Jordyn and I work in similar fields, so and we work with similar programs. And Unreal Engine, my mesh maker for my animals, Alessandro, he has gone on to Unreal Engine, and I'm itching to give it a go. But you know me, I kind of learn visually rather than reading a textbook and stuff. So we'll have to sit down and do a video call sometime and you're going to teach me it.
It's not something I think I can get to run on my laptop, but it's really fun.
Okay, Mummy, stop rubbing salt into his poor wounds.
He has my old laptop, to be fair. He needed one urgently when he started his course, and so he ended up with Mum's laptop.
Yeah, this one's slowly on its way out, but
it's about 5 years old, and like we are hard on computers. Like even like the desktop here that Rory had, it's starting to wear out too. Like it needs a complete overhaul. Yeah. Hiya, Erin.
right as I said this one's on its way out, the screen flickered black.
Oh, you're going to have to use some of that money next year for a laptop, buddy.
Yeah.
What you do is, I tell you what, instead of giving your birthday and Christmas presents, we'll just give you money towards a laptop fund.
That might help.
Yeah. So Jordyn is 22 next month.
That's a weird thought.
You came out of me. Imagine how I feel.
I'm the one living it.
Oh, yes, but I remember when you were like this big.
Well, at least one of us remembers.
Yes. Well, I do have the photos of proof of evidence. Yeah. No. Jenny, love you, darling. Absolutely love you. But Mac, you can bite my butt. Hiya, Wilma. Yeah, he's not my baby. He was so Jordyn was born, Bridie was 20 when you were born. The day after you were born, actually, she turned 20. And because they're a day apart in birthdays. And and then Kendi came 6 years later. And we lost Bailey in between that, a few others along the way. But yeah, but he's my baby. You'll always be Mama's baby.
Yeah.
Hello, Stacey, my soul sister, hey sister, soul sister. Yes. So yeah. So like with the whole like the gaming thing, will you get to continue doing that next year, or will you have to choose other subjects?
I think next year is when we do our big like year-long capstone project. So I think we're in the process of setting up for next year. So it'll like I'm hoping that next year I'll be able to go on to making a video game of what I want to make for the whole year. So that'll be like planning it, and I'm assuming planning it and like writing out the story and designing the characters and modeling them and all sorts of that kind of stuff. People have made games as their final project for the year, and I want that to be me.
That would be cool. That would be
and
awesome.
I think I'll be able to work a bit easier being on my own sort of like Steam rather than being like at the moment our team's very not communicative.
I don't like collabs. I honestly don't like collabing. It's something I'm the same. I prefer to work on my own and have my own deadlines, meet my own deadlines. Boom, I'm done.
We've got a good team, and we're all doing the work that we can. I'm always worrying that I'm not doing enough for it. But our team lead's like, no, you're like doing great. It's really good. And we've got one person who, because our team lead's a bit shy, we've got one person who's trying to help like manage everyone and organize it, but they can come off a bit too hard at times, and it can be a little demotivating.
Yes, yeah, that's you've got to motivate. I mean, the last thing you want is the team leader sounding like your parent. Like parents are boom, boom, boom. That's what we do. You know, that's our role in your life, is to tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it when you're little. When you get older, the last thing you want is someone being like a parent to you. That's one of the problems I had when I was collabing. This one chick, Bobby, drove me absolutely batshit crazy. I was in my 40s and I had this, she was early 30s at the oldest, trying to mother me, and it pissed me off. You know, and her and I ended up in a big fight, dividing the whole class. So yeah, Chris, yes, you would be Jordyn's honorary encore because you're my twin.
But yeah, I'm excited for next year. I'm nervous for next year, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Have you made a decision yet on whether you're going to do the honorary program, or whether you'll continue for another year? Or
I don't know. I've been really struggling lately with this year. Like I've lost. I partly blame the computer, but I've lost a couple of good sleep nights. Recovering work that I've lost, to make sure that I'm keeping on track with everyone, and it's not been good.
So maybe getting an external hard drive, a cheap external hard drive to save your files on, might be a good idea. That's what I do with mine. They all go on a hub.
Maybe I keep my stuff backed up in like the Google Drive, and I've got a USB stick at least, but just like operating everything on the computer is slow. So if I lose something, I have to go through a long process of getting it back. And it's not easy.
It'd be cheaper to get you one over here, but sending it, you'd have to come over and get it.
Yeah.
So we might as well just help you get the funds to buy one over there. Because I know what you need, because you and I have similar needs in laptops and stuff. So and my one was, this one I've got now was not cheap. And it's definitely been put through its paces more than once. Hiya, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Oh, cool. So, something. And how's Max?
Max, how you doing? He says he's all right.
All right. How's the new apartment?
Yeah, it's cozy. We've got furniture now, and we've been using it. A bit more stable. We need to clean up a little bit, but.
So we're not going to get a video tour of the apartment today?
Not at the moment, no. Maybe next time.
Mum, if you're going to visit the house, fair warning.
Oh, look, if I visit the house, I'd have to I'd be booking into a motel, because I know how little it is.
Yeah. Not a lot of room here.
Mm-hmm.
But it does what it needs to for the both of us. So.
Hey, that's the main thing. And you guys are stable finally, and, you know, back flatting together, and, you know, it's what you guys were working for. You had a rough start at the year, so.
It's still a little rough at times financially, but we get by. We're not starving, and we're paying the rent and bills, so. Yeah.
And, you know, Mum's just a phone call away.
Yeah. I just don't like asking for help.
Or your other dad. Yeah, or your bonus dad. Yeah.
No, we're doing all right.
That's good. I just, it's I was suddenly thinking, because it was Auntie Shah's birthday yesterday, and I rang her, and I realized that your birthday was like a month away, and I was like, oh. Okay, so because like the option, I said to you, like, I'll send you boots for your birthday, but I think sending your money towards a laptop might be more beneficial.
Might be. We'll see what happens. It's still a month away, so.
Yeah. Shaz, you do you, and you tell her thank you for the support, but you're going to do you. That's how you do it. No one tells me how to run my channel. Not at all. So you do you. Whether you do one video a week, whether you do 3 videos a week, whether you do 7 videos a week, it's entirely your decision. And as much as having mum support you and having people support you, and it's all well and great, just remember it's your channel. There are days where I'm stagnant. You guys have seen me at my lows, so sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. Some days I shouldn't be doing videos at all, but yeah, quality over quantity. That's the one. Do we need a GoFundMe for a new laptop? Actually, that's not a bad idea, Jeremy.
I was sitting here thinking, GoFundMe a computer.
We could maybe do some fundraising, help Jordyn with some fundraising for getting a laptop.
Maybe.
Because he needs about $4,500 for a decent laptop for his course and to do what he's doing. So, and then we'll have him. He'd have to come and unbox it on the live, of course.
Oh, it's a ploy to get me back on the live stream, of course.
Of course, look, having you on my live stream is always a bonus. It's not your first rodeo here, buddy.
Nah, I like being here.
We might look at setting up a GoFundMe and see if we can help you get some funds to help you with the.
Could be good.
Yeah, this is a great community to be in. These are awesome, amazing people. Kenzie, they helped Kenzie raise close to $1,200 for multiple sclerosis.
Ooh.
She did that, so that was fantastic. She got a, I don't know if you saw it the other day, you probably didn't, but I've got to get it framed, her little certificate.
Oh, very cool.
More than exceeded their expectations, and she read her more than 5 books, and she was absolutely so good.
That's cool.
And she hasn't had a meltdown in like 3 months.
Oh, that's really good.
GoFundMe bribe if we get new art. There you go. If they get new art, they'll donate to your GoFundMe.
I can't argue with that. I need some sort of push.
Yeah, sometimes we do. Creatives, we do burn out. Like I've been burnt out a couple of times this year. One of them was recently. You guys know, I'm all starting Rose Proffitts Creations, getting that off the ground. And there's still a lot of work to be done for that. And it's because just all got so much work to do, and I burn out. We do. Yeah, the conditions, Chris. Yeah, new art, GoFundMe account.
Yeah.
And the other thing, guys, too, is once I get Jordyn's cups up too, Jordyn gets his royalties as well. He's got royalties sitting there, so it's $2.95, but it's not bad.
Every $2.95.
Yeah, and Jordyn's stuff will be going up on cups and notebooks as well, and other stuff once we get them tested and stuff. So I do know not Jeremy, sorry, I'm getting my brothers mixed up here. Travis received a testing product today, and so far so good. It's looking really good. We're just going to test it. He's going to test it over the next week and put it through its paces, and hopefully by the weekend we might have drum roll, LED gaming pad.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. So if it all goes well, we can get your artwork on some of those as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes. And yeah, he's loving it. It's got his logo on it. So for those of you who've got logos or are getting logos, check for those who are in the Friends with Benefits group, go check it out. He's put all the video up and the images up, so you guys can have a look and see what it is. So yeah, lots happening behind the scenes, lots and lots and lots. But yeah, something I was looking at for Kenzie's stuff the other day. Oh, because I always look at supplies and stuff, and I found, and you might like this, Jordyn. So you know how Kenzie does all her little pictures, and I can get them converted into necklaces.
Oh, really?
So like sterling silver necklaces, and so in some of her funky little characters that she draws. So I'm going to get one myself, and see what it comes out as, and if it looks okay. And yeah, hopefully we will get some cute little art work with necklaces, so everyone can wear a bit of Kenzie.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I've been looking at getting. She's stolen officially 2 hoodies from me. I'm going to have to get some of your own though. So we got I got the Rebirth one in that these guys all saw the other day on Monday, and it wasn't really good quality. But for Kenzie for school, it's perfect. So she's wearing Rebirth to school. Now, funny story, as I was putting her on the bus on the Tuesday yesterday, and her chaperone on the bus has noticed her hoodie. She goes, "Oh, she's nice and colourful." I said, "Oh, thanks. That's my artwork." And she's like, "Really?" And she's like, I said, yeah. She's like, and I told her about what I do and that. And she's like, "Oh, I always wondered what you did." She goes, "Do you have a business card?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I'll bring it back." So this morning I gave her a business card, and she's going to go and check out my site. And I said to her, Kenzie's got her own little section in there, and go check her out. And, she's like, "Oh, I can't wait." So I'm going to get
That's
that
really cool.
artwork.
That's awesome.
Because the one thing I've always said, and you know this, Jordyn, everything I do is for you, is to leave something for you and Kenzie. It's not about making me rich now. It's about you guys having a place to carry on once I'm gone. So Rose Proffitts Creations will end up being yours and Kenzie's, and to help, especially to help with Kenzie's living costs and stuff, and give her something to do in her life, because Kenzie's never going to hold down a full-time job. It's just not something she can do. But you and her can work together running this after I'm gone. So, and you can pass it on to your guys or your children, because Kenzie's not having children. She better bloody not. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she did. She was like, she goes to me, she goes, "Oh, I diamond," because I told her I designed diamond paintings. And she was like, because Chris heard the full story. And the lady, this is the chaperone, and she's like, she just assumed my last name was Maris because Kenzie's last name is Maris. And I said, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "Oh, do you design under a specific name?" I said, "Yeah, Rose Proffitts Creations." And she stopped and she paused and she looked at me. She goes, "You're Rose Proffitts." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Rose Proffitts."
It's the one.
She goes, "My sister's doing one of your canvases. I've got one of your canvases." She goes, "Oh my God."
That's really cool.
Yeah. So, so somehow they've got canvases anyway, but it was so funny. "Hi, Robert. So awesome to see you. Meet my son, Robert, Jordyn, Robert."
Hello.
So it's quite weird having people kind of, she goes, "But you look so normal." I'm like, like I'm back, here in mum bun, and I'm still in my pajamas, dropping my daughter off at school, in the school bus. And I'm like, well, yeah, I I fart like everyone else. Let me come out.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Last night she cleared the room. Mate, that thing brought tears to your eyes.
Hey, Jordyn knows I'm the queen of farts.
Queen?
Yeah.
Oh my
If
God,
I
you're
had to get my fart power from someone,
animals.
What was that, buddy?
if I had to get my fart power from someone, it had to be you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. At least you inherited the good stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, my mum, normal? Never.
No. Exactly. I am a real person, and I do fart, and I do poop, and I do pee, and I do put my pants on one leg at a time, and I am pretty much what you see is what you get. There is, Libby can vouch for this one as well.
And you like to swim in dog pee?
No, I do not like swimming in dog pee, you cheeky bitch. Did you hear about you heard about my fall? I'm assuming, Jordyn.
I saw the Facebook post, I think.
Yeah. So the fall actually was me slipping in Cola's dog pee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the bruise is out really well and truly now. It's a really good looking bruise. This took the brunt of it. It's still very tender. Oh, Jeremy, we will talk, buddy. We will talk. I'll give you a message after the live if you're still around. I'll hook you up, bro. Normal is boring. Exactly, Nix. Normal is definitely very, very boring. And I have my boring days, but most of the time I'm not that boring. Jordyn got the boring side because I'm mum, and when he was growing up, I had to be the firm hand. Well, not the firm hand, but I was a firm mum. I think, but you are who you are today because I was.
Yeah.
And you have your morals and ethics because I was, and because I rode your tail a lot. But and I think as parents we forget it's not about, we don't need to be friends with our kids. We need to be parents to our kids, and they need to know they're loved and cherished. Oh, we're going to talk to Chris. Okay. We'll get. Bring it on, boys. Bring it on. So, yeah. Hiya, Kath. Maddie loves his mug. So the mug that the art piece that I sold on a mug recently of yours, I told you about, was bought by Kath's husband.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. Hey, Palmy.
Hi, Palmy. Hi, Kath.
So yeah, so it's yeah, so that's where that went. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I'm glad that people like my art.
Sometimes it's just about getting exposure. Like, exposure doesn't pay the rent, though.
No.
You can't not.
pay you an exposure.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I've got this much exposure this week. Here's my rent. Here's my rent exposure.
Yeah, here's this lovely drink of exposure that I've got. It's really good.
Well, at least mine's kind of red. Yours is coffee. Mine's Powerade.
Yeah, I've been meaning to cut back on like caffeine drinks and sugar drinks. And hello, goodbye.
And Max is going, I don't want to be on your mum's live. Max, don't want to come say hello?
No, he's doing something. Huh? Alrighty, you can do that. Okay.
I think I can answer this one, Travis, but I'll let Jordyn answer it. Travis would like to know, is there a specific genre, but he says gene, but he corrects himself later on, of game that you want to design?
Ooh, I'm not entirely sure. Because I definitely like fantasy and sci-fi, so probably something like I'm thinking like a Legend of Zelda style adventure game.
Oh, that would be cool.
Or as you know, Mum, I'm really into my Jack and Daxter, so something kind of like that. Stuff that like calls back to the games that I grew up on. It's a bit more cartoony and not so much serious. A lot of games nowadays I see are serious and dark and edgy, and it kind of just makes me switch off.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Final Fantasies, because they changed it, and I just don't like when they changed it. For me, it took what I loved about the game away from it, so I stopped playing it. I mean, I still play Ark though. Kath said, he needs a better laptop. Kath, we were just talking about raising funds for him to get a better laptop. Kenzie loves Jack and Daxter. She loves Kingdom Hearts. She loves Final Fantasy. She loves all those Zelda. She loves all the games that Jordyn's taught her.
I like Final Fantasy still nowadays, because like I find myself able to keep up with it, and it's like, wow, it's like what it used to be. In my opinion, it's what it used to be, but new and fresh. I was talking to a friend of mine though about like the roleplay community I'm in, and how a lot of people seem to be going for this sort of like dark and kind of real, like we roleplay Star Wars, but everyone's like dark and mysterious. And I think the comment I said was, I came to the roleplay for Lord of the Rings, but I'm getting Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my view on a lot of video games that I've seen lately. There are some really good ones that I enjoy, but some of them are too like gritty and dark, and so where's the whimsical, colorful adventures, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, you grew up, I mean, your first game that you were exposed to was Crash Bandicoot.
Love Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, so that was the first game that you were exposed to. And the first thing you learned to read was the word loading.
That's the one.
I think it was just after you did your surgery, and you read it came up on the thing. You went, oh, loading. I was like, read that. Yeah. Does Jordyn play things like Dungeons and Dragons?
I used to. Actually, Max and I were in a Dungeons and Dragons group, but
We still are.
yeah, we're still in that group, but it's been a while since we played. Real life is yeah, it's been over a year now, I think. Was it November? I don't remember. It's been a while since we played. Real life sort of took hold of a lot of us, so it's been a bit disjointed. I'm actually wanting to get into like running D&D games at some point, because I find myself enjoying like the storytelling maybe more than being part of it. Yeah.
Your dad, I mean, your dad and I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and what was the other one?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. 20, I think it was 2020 or something like that. It was we played all those games, and we did the Vampire Masquerade and that with Uncle John. And the problem with Uncle John was he's very long-winded. So when he writes a story for you to act out, there's all these words in it that don't necessarily need to be in there. And yeah, it was oh my God.
See, I kind of like not being too descriptive, but being descriptive with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Enough that people will get the idea without getting bored.
He'd go, this is your chapter, and this is true story. One night we're sitting down and we're all in our capes and our, doing our thing, because most of us were pagans and stuff. And he goes, this is our chapter for the day, because it was a whole day event. This thick.
Oof.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I went through it and I crossed out like half the words that didn't need to be there, because I was just like, yeah, this don't need to be there.
I want to be the kind of person that can run a game like on the fly. Like I might have a plan for something, but if the people I'm playing with go, oh, we want to go to this city over here instead, then I'll just put the book aside and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Because I think people have more fun that way.
It's called throw it at the wall and hope it sticks.
Yeah. A bit of improv.
My eldest plays D&D.
Yeah.
And he'll just make up something on the go.
Yeah.
All of them wanted to do a Harry Potter one day. And he just looked at me and he goes, Mum, you've watched Harry Potter. I have not. Guess what you're doing? I went, hey, I don't play D&D. I just watch. He goes, well, guess what? You're now the storyteller. Oh, that's exciting.
I remember they're talking about Atari games. I don't know if you can see chat, Jordyn, but they're talking about like Pitfall on the Atari, Pong on Atari, and Alex Kidd. Like I remember Alex Kidd, and I remember Sonic the Hedgehog, and on the first Sega Master System. Whoop! Libby was drafted.
It's still going too.
Yes. Yeah. because I remember, because you were the kid that wouldn't stop thinking. Like you were always, your brain has always worked faster than any of us could keep up with. And I remember talking to the pediatrician about it, and the pediatrician turned around and she said to me at the time, she goes, "Get him a game console." And I looked at her because most pediatricians go, don't, don't introduce your kids to technology. And I honestly can say I don't regret it. We had to break a few discs along the way, but that was okay. But it was it taught you so much from a very early age. Like you and Kenzie have both been brought up with technology and used it as not just a plaything, but an instrument in your learning. And it's been like seeing where you are now and studying what you're studying. Just, I'm super, super proud of you, and you know that.
It's gonna make me cry, Mum.
No, it's my baby boy.
Kenzie can speak quite a few languages, I've noticed.
Oh, at the moment we're getting that shark bait hoo-ha-ha in Spanish over and over again, because Kenzie can, pretty sure she can read fluent Spanish, so I'm pretty sure she can speak fluent Spanish, and she just blows me away.
That shark bait though, oh my God. 3 o'clock this morning and I could still hear it going, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do when I go home? I won't be able to sleep without hearing shark bait.
Because she goes to sleep with it and it plays, and she has it on repeat, so it goes over and over and over and over. And some days it's nice and quiet, other days it's not. Last night it was not. Hey, Mal.
I'll be right back. It's getting cold, and I'm going to put a jumper on, another jumper. So I'll be right back.
All right, I need to send him some hoodies, obviously. Oh, bless. Jordyn started at 3, Jane. Honestly, I swear to God, he was 3. No, he was younger than that. He was 18 months. Because it was just after his ear surgery, his first ear surgery, because Jordyn was born partially deaf. And, yeah.
I'm back.
You got an hoodie.
I've got an hoodie.
Got an hoodie.
It's got Baby Yoda on it.
Yeah, it's got Goku.
It's Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. He's so cute.
Yeah, Max has got one as well.
Yeah. I had a Winnie the Pooh hoodie.
Had.
The only way to get my TARDIS hoodie back was to give Kenzie the hoodie.
Yeah, that sounds like Kenzie.
Yeah. So I said to her, if you give me my TARDIS hoodie, I'll let you wear my Winnie the Pooh one, and then it's in the wash now. I've got to wash it. I don't think I'll get it. Grogu. Thank you. Goku is Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
It's really big and warm, and it's helped me through the winter. Max almost never takes his one off.
Oh, as long as it keeps you warm.
It does.
You still need to get me your shoe size.
Yeah, I do. I need to find out what it is.
Yeah.
I need new shoes more, so.
Jordyn's getting boots. Mummy boots. I could do you the Star Wars image on them that I did.
Oh, yeah.
Or I could put your artwork on them.
You could. I don't know.
No, you don't want to do that?
I don't know. It feels weird, I guess. I'm still not used to like showing people my art.
It takes a little while. It's taken me a year to get to this point, like where I'm confident enough to go, this is my art, or this is my design work, or this is my thing. And I think the art world is becoming more accepting, because back when I first started this journey, if you didn't pick up a pencil or a pen or a paintbrush, you weren't classed as an artist. Technology-based art was not accepted whatsoever. And like I had this conversation, I think, with Livy yesterday, and I said to her, if you compare this, like Camilla Drakenborg is a render artist. She uses the same programs as I am. You go look at her art, and then you look at my art, and you tell me that our art looks the same. You're lying, because we're definitely have two different views on how we do our art. And like it's, that's what we do. We have different, you look at art differently than me. I mean, I've taught you things, yes, but what your art's different to my art, and you're pretty much a digital render artist as well. So, once again, the medium should be irrelevant as long as the art is good and it is beautiful or exciting or challenging or whatever. I think that's what matters the most as an artist.
Yeah. I mean,
I do have one, Trevor. Well, I have a diploma.
I shared the art that I showed you with the roleplay group I'm in, and we've got a few people in here that like post art. And I was saying the other day how I find it really cool that even in 3D, when we're using the same programs and we're like kind of doing the same thing, everyone's art looks different.
Yeah.
It does. It's just everyone's got their own art style, and it's really cool.
Jordyn used to, Jenny. He used to get upset when I used to say to him bedtime. But I think after a little while, when it was consistent, and he knew if he complained, the next day he couldn't have it. So I was kind of tough, and he kind of learned really quickly that if he wanted to actually play it, he had to turn it off when I said turn it off. And then it was, and then when schoolwork started, like when you started bringing homework, it was homework first, or you would lose it for like a week. Like it was a good bribery tool. But like I'm a gamer, his dad's a gamer, his bonus dad's a gamer. So, and Bridie was a gamer. I mean, I remember you and Bridie sitting down racing each other on Crash Kart. Oh my God, that was so funny. You and her, I think you were like 4 at the time, maybe 5, maybe a little. I can't remember the age you were, but you and her were sitting side by side and racing. It's just she's going like this and you're going like this, and it was just so funny.
Yeah.
Stacey wants to know, do we game together? Sometimes. Not often lately. We'll sit there.
No.
When it was on the Xbox or the PlayStation and you were home, I'd go, I can't do this, but your turn.
Yeah, a lot of the times, like I think our like preferred style of game is pretty different as well.
Yeah.
You've got a few games that you like. I've got a few games that I like, and sometimes they don't mesh entirely.
Yeah.
Like I like Minecraft. You like art.
Yeah, like we like one of the games we do have in common that we like is Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll find Jenny love. And I mean, I like Spyro. Spyro is one of our favorites that we played. We've played over the years.
I still remember Kinder getting excited when we bought the remake.
Oh, I know. That was so funny.
That and Kingdom Hearts, I think it was.
Yeah, she loves Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is one of her favorites still to this day.
I'm looking forward to, I think it's in December, the Final Fantasy game that you had on the PSP.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's getting a remake that's coming out
Crisis
in December.
4?
Yeah. I'm really excited for that one. Because I can get it on the Switch.
I think some of the best times we've had together has been with a game. Like, to be fair, like we've played board games and stuff, and we did lots of fun stuff outside the house. But I think some of the best times we've had has been in the house, either like gaming and junk food and
just relaxing.
Just
yeah.
Yeah. So, I think it's probably when we finally get you here, it's one of the things we'll do is we'll crack out the Xbox, which hasn't been used in a year, and sitting over there somewhere. I haven't used it in a year, like seriously. I've thought about plugging it into the spare room for like people to like game in there maybe, but I'd never get Kenzie out, I don't think.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I used to play, I still do now and again, is Warframe with my son.
I remember Warframe. We never really did battle games. Like it was something I didn't encourage and stuff. Like Jordyn didn't even play Cowboys and Indians.
Well, I think I've played Warframe. Was that on the PlayStation, Mum? Was that the one that I played back when we had the PS4?
PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
I think Rory owned it.
Yeah, it's a free game.
Yeah.
I think it's the one that I played on the. I played it on the PS4 all the time when we had that.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those ones. There were a couple of those that I played a lot.
Yeah. Jordyn was almost an only child. Like we had Bridie, but Bridie moved out of home when you were young. And then moved back in, and then moved out, and then moved back in, and then moved back out, and then moved back in. But you were pretty much an only child until Kenzie came along, and you were 6 when she was born.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jordyn had a lot of the only child syndrome as well for a long time.
I only played the game because trying to communicate with my children, no, forget it. They were always on the game, so I
can't
thought,
beat them, join them.
Exactly, that was what I did. I thought, well, can't beat them, join them, and I did. I started playing the game. Caleb said, "Mum, play Warframe with us." Well, Caleb stopped playing because Mum got a bit further in the game and was more powerful than him, and yeah.
Caden, that has to be you. That has to be you. Crashley's evil twin brother, but I'm cuter. He says, hi, Rose and Libby. He remembered.
Hi.
Splatoon 2, I haven't even played Splatoon 1, so to be fair. So
I know people that do play it, but it wasn't one that I could really get into.
It is, Caden. I thought it was. Welcome. Meet my son, Caden. This is genetically mine. Kenzie's got a Switch, but she uses it more for YouTube than anything else. Like I want to get my hands on it because she's got some games there that I want to play. Excuse me.
Well, you might.
What do you think you're doing? You're wet. Get off.
I got to charge my Switch. I think it's
cold.
What? Yeah,
he just sits there like Libby's scratching the cat, and the cat just goes, "Oh, okay, I'll stay here a little bit longer."
Yeah, happy? Huh? Oh, well, I stopped. Okay, all right. My apologies. Could tell you and Cola come from the same house.
It's basically paintball on steroids. Yeah, I'll pass. I got enough bruises without adding more than paintball. I mean, I know it's a computer game, but
I'm sorry. Oh God!
Let me have the cushion. I want the cushion.
There, have the cushion.
Like this is. I don't know if you guys can. Sorry for the cat bum.
Oh, that side. Sorry, wrong side.
You got to even it up.
Oh no! This is the main side. I've got it. Yeah. This side must really be itchy. And then you've got the smoocher from last night.
Oh, yeah, he's a goober.
She just onto my chest and then, snuggled right in.
with Goober. Oh my goodness. Does it love me? He's not like Hannah. He doesn't like sit on your lap very often, Jordyn, but except for if you're Rory, he loves Rory. I know. That's why I shifted the view. He's turned around a bit now. I'm like, this I don't know if you guys can see the goobery look on his face.
He's actually standing on my diamond painting now.
Yes, because he's like, don't stop.
You know, I thought I was clever. I was the only one with no cat hair, and you know, on my diamond paintings. Yes, I'm going to go home with cat hair all over my stuff. Aren't I?
He thinks Dad built the table for him. I can see Jordyn and Coley getting on really well, though. Once we get you here.
Cola is just a big smooch.
She's goober.
You sit down, that's it. She's there for those pats.
She loves her tummy scratch. She's got like dogs have a joint of fur that runs down the middle of their thing, and they love it scratched like Teddy used to. She's a big goober like Teddy. She's just heavier. Cola loves everyone. Yes, she does.
Yeah, you've got that. And then you've got Kenzie that she steals everyone's heart.
She does.
She's nasty. She shouldn't do that.
She's all excited. She sits there, like she'll come home from school, and then about 4:30, 5 o'clock, she starts stalking the door if Rory's not home, because she knows that he's been home. And
it's cute to watch.
Yeah, it is really cute. Like, and she's actually hugging him back. Like, yeah. I don't get hugged back, but he gets hugged back. She's so excited when he comes to the door.
I like when she backs in. We need one of those little beep.
Yeah, because she backs into him and to sit down on his lap, and then he sits by the couch on his chair, and his chair goes back, and she likes to make it go back, so she will she'll put her foot up and push back on him, and she's not like she's not like she's 15, nearly 16, like she's not a little girl anymore.
She plonks down the start, or she just
yeah, yeah.
But then puts her feet up on the lounge and pushes. But what she doesn't realise is the table behind Rory stops him from going back. So she's just
like she's only about this much shorter than me now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No,
that's Kenzie a little scary.
No, Kenzie. Jordyn's got, when Jordyn gets here, there'll be 2 shows of anyone having his attention once Kenzie gets him. Show and it'll be getting her used to that you go back to New Zealand, and then and you'll come back sort of like once a year maybe. It's getting used to that for a little while.
She'd snob us all for Jordyn.
Oh, she would give everyone.
We'd all be dumped.
The only one that might not be dumped is Rory, but
it's beautiful to watch them though. And the tickling.
Yeah.
She purposely goes over, grabs his hand and puts it there on her side, and she'll no.
yeah. She just wants him to tickle her.
And as soon as he tickles, she goes, yes, no.
She's a lot more interactive in the last 6 months than she's ever been. Like she comes out, she'll sit on the couch with you, she'll just interact a lot better. And yeah, just so much different than what she was in New Zealand. Like moving her here was as hard as it was being away from you. Moving her here has been good for her. So
I'm glad she's still getting hugs and all that.
Oh yeah, and kisses. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, Jordyn taught her how to hug and kiss. Yeah.
Yeah, she just like quite a few times. Hey, she's just come up and sat between us and grabbed both our hands to put around us. And sort of like
Saturday was the worst, where she'd come up and she was like grabbing this arm, because this is like, I've got that massive bruise on my elbow, and because every time I lean on it, it freaking hurts. And she was like, she'd come up and she'd like grab my elbow to pull my thing, and I was going. I was like, oh my goodness.
I got taken to the cupboard.
Yeah, that's because she wanted strawberry Fritos.
Yeah, I know. And she'd already been told no, she couldn't have one. So she come and grabbed my hand and took me over there. I went, but Mum said no.
Yeah, she hasn't quite grasped that if we actually, like, if I say no, everyone else hears it as well.
Yeah.
Sugar.
As soon as I told her, but Mum said no, she just let go of my hand and walked off.
Yeah, she got Creative Chris, which is in the channel. He's my birthday twin. She's claimed him as Uncle Chris, and whenever I video call him in the morning on the way to school, she blows him kisses.
That's really cute.
Yeah. And Auntie Gracie's her other new favorite as well. She loves Auntie Gracie. She just goes absolutely gaga. She saw Jenny the other day, and she was like, when Jenny walked in the door, she knew Auntie Jenny was here. And that, so she's getting a whole new tribe of aunties and uncles, and she's loving it. Yeah, she's meeting new people. But Gracie hears Gracie and Chris's voice, and she comes running. Like if I'm on a home, if I'm on a video call with them and she's home, she'll come round. She's got to come down and have a look. She's just got to. Gracie was over here a couple of weekends ago, and she heard Auntie Gracie at the door, and Chris was on video at the time, and she walked in and she saw Auntie Gracie, and she was like there in an instant as soon as she heard her voice, and she was just like all excited and giving her hugs, and yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, she does. She goes absolutely ballistic over Grace. She just loves Auntie Grace. So Auntie Grace is her fairy godmum, and she's been adopted as a godmum. And Kenzie's okay with that. She thinks that's pretty good. She knows Auntie Grace is someone special. So yeah,
That's good.
it'll be good. We'll have Auntie Gracie over for birthday cake on the 2nd of January. I think we might have to do a live video blowing out the candles. I don't even know what I'm doing for her birthday this year. It feels weird not even planning yours, like your cake. Like normally I'm planning you a birthday cake. Even last year was really weird. This year's still a little weird.
I think I'm going to do pretty much the same thing I did last year for this year.
I loved how you did the candles last year with and remembered Friday. That was for me very, very special.
I think I'll probably do that again. I think that's just going to become my norm. You know,
because you've always had an extra candle for her.
Yeah, we're a day apart, so.
Yeah, I think it's lovely that you still do that, because that was something like after she left us, we you started. You asked I remember on your first birthday after she'd gone, and you said, "Can we have a candle on the cake for Bridie?" I think, of course we can, and I think we just kind of did it naturally every year after that. And so I'm glad you're still continuing it. That's beautiful.
I kind of can't really do candles at the apartment, but or at least definitely not so many. So it'd probably just be what I did last year with the numbers. But
yeah, putting 22 candles and an extra one on there might set the smoke alarms off.
maybe a little.
Yeah.
Getting close to a bushfire, are you?
Hey, your mum's 50 next year.
Oof.
It's half a century.
Yeah. How does that make you feel? It's even worse as Brandon will be 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's 2 years older than Kenzie. So Brandon,
Wow.
for those that don't know, Brandon is Bridie's little boy. Well, he's not so little anymore. Yeah, he's 18, and he's taller than what she ever was. Yeah, he obviously didn't get his mother's height, that boy. Bridie was 4 foot nothing, for those that don't know. She was a little shorty. Her nickname for herself was Barrel on Legs. Still a baby. Always my baby. Yeah. Yeah, but I will be 50, Chris. Like long before you're 50. We were talking about we were actually talking about that, and I was like, you know what, I just would like a potluck dinner at home, a few quiet drinks, maybe a bit of music, but that's about it. I don't want a huge massive deal. I'm kind of over that. I know your birthday is next Wednesday. Yes, Mel will be 42. You're still a baby, sweetie. Hello, Michelle's Diamonds. Shelly Bum's in the house.
Hi, Shelley.
Yeah, but you're still behind, Chris. Not only in time zone, but in age. Travis is getting close to. I do not believe you are close to 40, Travis. Like, seriously, not even remotely.
Oh, look, I think Christopher shocked everyone with his age.
Actually, I don't even know how old Squishy is. So,
I'll tell you later.
When you're not gaming and not studying, because, I mean, gaming is part of your studying, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Like, I know there's probably not a lot of time. Oh, he's 40, he told me. Bullshit.
When I'm not gaming and I'm not studying, I'm probably sleeping or claiming I'm sleeping and actually doing more gaming or studying.
I was going to say, yeah.
I'm reading a couple of books that Dad got me for Christmas last year that I've kind of neglected for a little. Sort of just practicing art and just working on my.
Don't we? We do live and breathe that. Jen, you're not 40 something. You're 20 to 21 plus postage and handling. Bridie reckons I should have stopped counting at 30.
I'm 21 with 33 years experience.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to tell you how many years experience I've got. Oh, well, I just did actually. So we've got 2 birthdays next week. We've got Mel's and Jenny's. Nice. Jean's 55. You're 13 weeks. Yes, you're 13 weeks with a special. Oh, you hit second trimester. Oh my gosh. You're old, Pixie. I don't believe that either. I've seen pictures. I know what half of this crew looks like, and I do not believe their ages whatsoever. My brother turned 17. I was in the delivery room and got to hold him first. Oh, actually, no one was allowed to hold Kenzie other than me until Jordyn got there. So Jordyn, other than was the first one to hold Kenzie. I actually have photos of that.
I was the second one to nurse my girls, probably because they knocked me out for a Caesar.
It took me 2 hours to get my son out of his father's hands when he was born. I think everyone else got to hold him before I did. Not that it's changed. It didn't matter in the end because we've always had a close bond. So
Yeah.
53. Oh, see, we're all very close in age, except for the young bucks in the room. Young bucks like Sarah. Oh, also, guys, Sarah Bryce has just had surgery, so please keep her in your thoughts. I won't go into details, but I know she'll probably watch this later. So put some love up for Sarah Bryce, guys. She needs our love and support right now. You hit your younger looks. I don't know. No, I've started to catch up with my age now. I looked young for years, but I'm well aware I'm starting to catch up. I'm starting to look more like my mum. It happens.
I don't know.
I still look enough like your grandfather. It's his anniversary on the 14th, so that's coming up to Friday. Thanks, guys. Love for Sarah Bryce. That's awesome. Well, at least you weren't like Caden, Shaz, and think that Libby was my mum.
I could take it 2 ways.
You could. Well, it's either I look young or you look old.
I'm a young-looking mum.
You're a young-looking mum? Yeah, you're a young-looking mum. We'll go with that.
Yeah. I'm a mum of a 32-year-old. I feel old.
Kath, anyone over 30, I think it's 30. I don't know what it is here. I know New Zealand it was 35. Anyone over 35 who was pregnant was classed as a geriatric pregnancy. Just for the record. Oh, Chris Squishy said he loved that.
He would. He's lucky we all love him.
Yeah. And Caden's lucky that we love him too, because
oh, yes.
That could have ended ugly.
I could have shot him.
So what's your plans for the rest of the day, my darling boy?
Not a lot. I'm going to do a little bit of cooking this evening, just something small for dinner. I get paid tonight from StudyLink. It's not a lot of stuff happening today. I was expecting a call from my team in the afternoon after we're done here, but I was like, oh, I've got a thing at noon with family. And they're like, oh, we can probably just do it tomorrow if we need. And so I don't know what's happening there.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty relaxing, I think.
I'm thinking before Libby goes home, I need to make her taco stick.
Yes, you need to do that.
Even Jordyn says yes. Rory said, oh, yeah. Jordyn said yes.
What I'll do is I'll give him a grocery list tomorrow on the way home.
Oh, you know what we should have for lunch, Rose? Chris is still in the room, isn't he?
Yeah.
We should have a caramel slice.
Ah, that means going out in the storm.
No, it's stopped raining at the moment.
Oh.
If we're lucky enough, it'll hold out while we get our meat pie and our caramel slice.
No. Just be mean.
All this talk of food is making me hungry.
Travis, it's a stack. It's like a lasagna, but it's taco style. And this one makes it the best. Not swinging my own chain at all. And me. Some in the States, Rose was 41 when I had Jolie and told my doctor that if he called me geriatric one more time, I would fire him. I threatened to hit mine. I was 33 with Lindsay, and they were calling me a geriatric pregnancy. I was 32, sorry. No, 33. I was 33, yeah. There's a word for people like you, Libby.
Yeah, lovable.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Adorable. Not asshole or bitch at all.
Blame Rose. She told me you want one.
You know, one day I'm going to sneak over before a live and I'm going to go and get one and I'm going to eat it alive just to annoy Chris. When you come over, Jordyn, I'll tell you. We will get a. We'll go get one, and they're sort of like this long, and about this high, and about this wide, and it's like a thin layer of crust, and then it's got this very thick layer of caramel, and then a thin layer of chocolate, like proper chocolate melted on top.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very
making me hungry, Mum.
No, I'm making myself hungry. I haven't eaten today yet.
I already know what the word is, Kath, and it rhymes with which.
Yeah.
He told me the other day.
Chris is going, nope, nothing, none of those. Nothing nice, that's for sure.
It was the one that rhymes with which.
All right. Runch, but with a C, not an R. I hate that C word. And with a passion. So next month we discovered is Movember. So for those that don't know what Movember is, it is supporting men with prostate cancer. So I'll be releasing some cups next month. Don't think this is the place for you to discuss your boobies, Kath. Just saying. But I'm sorry they hurt. So I'll be releasing some Movember cups. They will be for next month, sort of near the end of the month. And the other thing we discovered is it is COPD Awareness Month. next month, and that color is orange. So there's going to be a couple of cups go up for that too. Babe in total control of herself. You know what? When someone calls me a bitch, this is what I normally do, and I can be a bitch. I'm the first to admit that.
I am too.
I always say a bitch is a female dog. A dog barks. A bark is on tree. Tree is nature, and nature is beautiful. So thank you for the compliment. And that just normally leaves people just going.
Okay.
I usually agree.
Bye, Max.
He's just wanting to go.
Yes, I am. I'm a bitchy witch at that too. So yeah, thank you.
Max is like part of our family too, but he's just shy. Yeah, so I'll be doing some COPD cups. So if you're doing, and like for the girls, for those of us, okay, so the two colors for prostate's blue and oranges for COPD. So those of us who are doing the exploding, the Pandora's box TARDIS picture, we're covered. We've got both of those covered for colors. So yeah. No, creepy doll did not move.
I can turn her if you like.
I have her facing that way because it freaks my husband out. Sorry, honey, love you, really. That gives him too much credence. Just say and yes, that's a good idea too. I've done that too, Jenny. I have too. I've barked and gone woof. You just brought back a hidden memory. My mum and dad used to tell me that beautiful saying. Yeah, it's barks trees nature, nature's beautiful. Thanks. No, she did not move. You're seeing things. I have those colours in my Doctor Who canvas, I think.
More
awesome.
likely.
So next month, Jordyn, me, Sarah Diamonds, and Diane's, I can't remember Diane's full thing. I just know her as Diane. She's always says Diane to me. We're running a Doctor Who monthly event.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to run pretty much be doing Doctor Who. I've got, the scene where the Van Gogh picture where the TARDIS explodes.
Yeah.
The one I put on my wall. I've got that as a massive diamond painting.
Very cool.
Yes, so I'm going to be using that. I think most of those who are doing the Doctor Who event, the blue's sorted. But there will be cups released for that event. I know I'm doing releasing a lot of cups and stuff at the moment, but that's because we're still testing other stuff as well. Jenny, I think he needs his mouth washed out. You're doing adipose. Kath's doing adipose. Yeah. So yeah, we had a meeting yesterday. There'll be some information coming out in the group for the Doctor Who event. We're all organised. Like I said, normally I throw my events at the wall and hope they stick because I like it to be fun, but these are going to be fun with lots of goodies to give away, and it's going to be good. Yeah, so prostate cancer, let's just, we'll keep it simple, hashtag Movember 2022. And same with COPD awareness 2022. Let's get them really nice and simple. You've got 4, look, seriously, I would get 4, honey. I actually have like 5 here to be fair. But I ain't doing a small one. Like this one's big. It's big. I have to work out where I'm going to bling it still. I haven't quite decided. I'm going to have to order that bling in the next fortnight because I'm going to need lots of yellow. I think I'll bling the yellow rather than the blue. Oh, actually, no. Maybe.
Mine's 76 by 56.
Mine is 120 by 75. So it's smaller. It's slightly smaller than Butterfly Princess. Slightly. It's got a weird odor, that one.
Yeah, mine came from AliExpress though.
Yeah. Mine's from the
Unfortunately.
problem supplier. So I'm just hoping. If all else fails, I do have one that I can use. So I have a backup. When it comes to Doctor Who, I always have a backup. Are you frozen, Jordyn? Or is it me?
No,
No, you're just staring.
I'm just staring.
Yeah. It was like you're just frozen in space.
I'm good at that.
Yes, I know. So I'm very excited about the Doctor Who event coming up as well. I was planning on doing events this year, but I ended up with a secret project. So that's kind of, or this month, but that kind of threw everything out. Technically, I'm still doing events, but I just can't share the images. So it's kind of a bugger. You know how much I do, and it's Doctor Who. As soon as I told hubby he ordered 4, he's a Doctor Who fan. Doctor Who's the best. It's like £30 each. Not bad, not bad. You'll sell, yeah, I will sell as I go if I need to. Especially the Doctor Who one, because that's going on my wall somewhere. Somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going to have to seal my one that I'm doing now.
Yeah. I'm
Copying.
going to be doing mine on stretching my canvases on frame, so mine will have to be sealed. And I still haven't given him his damn sticker. I remembered the other night and I went to get it, and I thought I'll get it when I get up, and then I forgot.
Like you were pulling it off the table at the same time.
So I got lots of stickers with Grogu on it.
Love copy.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got that one for Rory, and I put some on the back of. I've got this one on the back of my phone. Maybe I will definitely be supporting it in some way, but whether I actually have a canvas to do will depend on a few things. Are you? Yes. Okay. So Travis wants to know: are you a Discworld fan, and if so, who's your favorite character?
Ooh, because it's been a bit since I was really into Discworld. I
I
don't
have
know.
4 favorite characters. I love them all, but I have 4 that stick out of my mind. I introduced Travis to Terry Pratchett. What book are you up to, by the way, Travis? Kath, there'll be some in your parcel, love.
I might have to pick it back up again. I think it was Dad read them to me a lot, didn't he?
Yeah.
The Wee Free Man.
Yeah, Wee Free Men. Oh, they were so cute. I think I've always, Death is always my number 1 favorite, and then Nanny Og and Granny Weatherwax.
Yeah.
I need to send Dad some money so he can send my books over, because he's got all my books. Oh, he's about to. So you've just done like Fantastic, I think, and then Color of Magic. Susan is your favorite. Susan was cool, but I like Nobby. Nobby was the weird, ugly-looking guard from The Watch. I don't know why. I just really, really like Nobby.
Who was the wizard?
Rincewind?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty cool too.
I like Rincewind.
Yeah, Rincewind's cool. I like the name, lol. Yeah, no, it's Nobby. I don't know. He always appealed. His personality just appealed to me all the time, and the fact that he was ugly. And I think it was at a time in my life where I thought I was really ugly, so I kind of associated myself more with him. And then as I got older and rounder, it became more Granny Og. Granny Og's always funny, but I haven't actually read the last book. I got to the part where a certain character dies, and because it's his last his last book, and I just couldn't. I haven't been able to finish it, so I eventually will. I don't get a lot of time to read, to be fair. I've got into audiobooks because it's taken me like over a month to do Harry Potter. One book of Harry Potter.
Yeah, Dad's given me a couple of Dune books that I was reading through that I've had to pick up again.
Yeah.
And I want to do Lord of the Rings again, of course.
Yeah, well, you
I
had
love
that.
that.
I think you were like 3, 4 when Dad started reading you Lord of the Rings. We'd take turns at sitting with you at night time reading you Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I think it was about that.
Yeah. You were introduced to good literature at a young age, so I think you've even had Shakespeare read to you while I was pregnant with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't remember that one, so.
No. You were my poke your foot out of the belly baby. Like literally, I was in the supermarket with Brady, and it was so close to the day you were born. I think it was like 3 days before, and this foot, and I had on a tank top and a sarong because I was heavily pregnant with you. And we're walking around the supermarket, and Brody goes, Mum, your belly. And I'm like, what? And I looked down, and all I could see was your foot poking out like through my skin. It was, yeah. Yeah, there's like this. If you guys haven't looked up Terry Pratchett, he's sadly passed on now, but there's a lot of books you can catch up on. Definitely check out the Discworld series because it is like one of my fan favorites. If you've seen Good Omens on Prime, that's a Terry Pratchett.
I take it you've seen. I was going to say I take it you've seen the teaser for season 2.
Yeah. So excited. I love Terry Pratchett. He's like one of my heroes.
And David Tennant.
Oh yes, yeah, that's a bonus. It's got David Tennant in it, definitely. Most definitely.
No, wrong button.
Wrong button. I was like, where did he go? I'm not getting a lot of this section done, but that's okay because talking to you is way more important. And I'm not asking you any embarrassing questions. Have you noticed?
Did notice.
Well, I didn't think I'd embarrass you. So where do you want to go? I mean, I know where you wanted to go when you were 3 with your artwork and stuff. Where do you see yourself heading now at this point in time?
I'm not so sure. With how much of the world, I guess, that has been opened up through studying, yeah, I'm not really sure. Definitely something to do with like video games and animation and art, but I don't know if that's like independent or with a studio or just doing art for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of options, but I don't know.
I think once you start learning, like once you're learning to create meshes this time around, this semester, I know you have been. That's a market in itself as well. So you've got lots and lots of options. I mean, I like the fact that you're making meshes. Good night, Shaz, honey. Jane, I will send you my address. I'll take a nice warm delivery of savoury scones. I actually haven't made any scones for ages. But yeah, because you've got lots of options now, haven't you?
Yeah. I've still got a year of study ahead of me, so. see what happens
Yeah,
there.
you got lots of time to decide yet. So, yeah. Because I know, animate. There's a lot of jobs over here in Melbourne for animation. Like, there's lots and lots of them. And the public transport system here is amazing. Like, you get on a bus, you go to the train station, you go into town, come back, the same way, kind of thing. And that, like, a lot of people will drive to, instead of driving into town, they'll drive to the train station, and then go from there. It's a much more bigger city here. There's a lot more options.
I can imagine.
And living here is cheaper. Yes, I'm trying to convince my son to move to Australia after he's finished his studies. But study first.
Yeah, study's important.
Yeah. I wish I'd started younger and believed in myself a lot earlier. And I think that's one thing I've installed in you, is to do it now and then live your life. Get this part of your life out of the way. And then you've got your qualifications, and you will be the first one in the family on my side to have a degree.
No pressure.
Oh, look, I don't look at it as pressure at all. I have utmost faith that you will finish your goal because I know you.
I hope so.
Stacey, I want all my favourite people to move to Australia, to be fair.
Yeah, we're kidnapping Christopher
Yeah. And I'll get
and
Chris.
Travis.
One nice thing about options, there is so much media that art can encompass, especially digital art. It's amazing and endless, and a type of industry that you can actually change with. Yeah. Now, there was something I was meant to ask you for someone, and I'm just trying to remember. There's a difference between furries and, just let me look up the word. Hang on a second. Hang on a minute. I've got to find the chat. Furries and Nikos. That's it. Furries and Nikos. Do you know anything about Nico and furries?
This would have been an easier question to ask me maybe a couple years ago, Mum.
No, we've just got a young lass who's going through some stuff. She's into Nico, and she's being teased for being a furry. So we're just kind of trying to get maybe some guidance from you, because you're more, you've been there, you've done that. Oh, they figured it out. Okay, cool. They figured it out. If you're kidnapping Christopher, I better come with it. We have a partnership on a house. Done. She says that like it's like,
Okay.
like I'm going to say something else. I want Chris as well. Like, there's no show without punches. Come on. Something else I was going to ask you.
Poor Australia, we're going to bombard them with everyone from time painting
Yeah,
world.
we'll take it over and make it the diamond painting continent of the world. So
I keep thinking I'm hearing someone.
Hey, sorry, buddy.
I keep thinking I'm hearing someone, but no, it's just someone outside.
Oh, in the hallway.
Yeah. We live, our apartment's right by the doorway to the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever I hear it like open and shut, it like goes through the house or through the apartment. It's like, whoo.
Not always, Kath. It's there is different branches of it, like there is anything. She's listening. Okay. So if we can do, as a young lad, you were bullied, and we've discussed this like a lot. You got bullied for being different and stuff. There's a young lass who's listening in the background, who has been bullied in school and teased a lot. What's the one bit of advice? What's some advice that you can give her as someone who's been there and come through it? What's some of the advice that you can give her to help her through this stage? She's young, and we just kind of want to let her not give her some encouragement and stuff. So, as someone who's been there, what would your advice be?
I'm never great at giving advice. As much as people seem to think I am. I guess one of the big things is like holding on. There will be rough times, and it might feel bleak and not great, but coming out the other end, it's going to shape you, because at the end of the day, like, we're all different. People can be mean and nasty, but at the end of it, like, who's going to be more successful? The people that spend all their time ragging on others and bringing them down, or someone who's like endured that and come out on top. At the end of the day, like, anyone who is putting people down, nowhere near as good as the people they are putting down, I would say. It's hard to put it into words. Be different, be crazy, be you. Other people don't get to change that. It's gonna suck, but other people shouldn't be allowed to change that just because they don't like this or that or the other. What matters is that you like what you are, and yeah.
No, perfect, buddy. I'm such a proud mum right now. Well said. I just figured, like, you went through a lot as a young kid and as a teenager, being bullied because you were different, because you were that kid that was different. And you were blessed with a small group of friends who are still, most of them are still with you to this day. And
Yeah.
Vincent being one of them. And, you know, I watched you go through that as a parent, but I think as for it, like, it's the young girl, you know, she needs to, I think hearing it from somebody who's been there recent, you know, more recent than I have, because like mine was years and years ago, decades ago, where yours is more recent. So sorry, I'm scratching my back. I have an itchy spot on my back all the time, and it just drives me crazy. And Libby brought her itchy stick. I was going to say Itchy brought her Libby stick. It's going to be a Libby stick now. I think it also intersects with the other kid community. If people don't want to accept you for who you are, they aren't worth your time. Don't change yourself for those who can't like the real you. Exactly. Like, the one thing I've always said to all the kids, including my bonus kids, be the best version of you. That's all we ask of you as a parent, is to be the best version of you. And that is something that we have installed in Jordyn and Kenzie and Nisha and Jess and Michelle. Just be you. Be the best version of you, whatever that looks like for you. Because if you're successful at that, then that's what matters. As long as you're happy and you're doing what you love the most.
Just be you.
Yeah.
Don't care what anyone else thinks, as long as you're you. Because if you're not you, you're not happy.
I spent decades of my life trying to be what everyone else wanted me to be. And for the first time in a long time, I'm being who I want to be. And I'm enjoying my life a lot better. And I have a lot less stress in my life because I'm not trying to please those who constantly trying to make me into someone else.
I can't remember where I heard it. It's something that kind of sticks in the back of my head. Sometimes it is okay to be a bit selfish.
Yes.
Sometimes it's fine to worry. In fact, like, I think in our lives, the number one person we should worry about is ourselves. You can't please everyone. Sometimes it's okay to, be like, no, I need to focus on what's good for me.
Yeah. We are our own worst enemy.
We are. As an artist, that's even worse. When you're a creative, you are even. It's even more so. It's something I've noticed. Yeah, you've got to be you. You've got to be who you're meant to be. We can't be who everyone else wants us to be. Yes, there are certain behaviors that need to be understood in certain situations, but it doesn't mean you stop being who you are. The one that this last year has taught me, and you guys have helped a lot with that, is, I'm a mum. First and foremost, always. For me, I'm a mum. And my kids come first, always. And I say everything I do for my kids, but I've still got to be me. And you know what? I swear like a fucking trooper. This is who I am. I fart like a queen. I own my shit. I'm not perfect. I've had people come to me and go, oh, so-and-so doesn't like your channel. Well, you know what? Don't visit it. I don't care. I don't care what the number says up the top. I don't care how many it says is watching. I don't care how many people subscribe. I'm just here to be me. Share my will, share my art, share who I am as a person. Encourage people to be the best they can be. Inspire people if I can. Inspire my kids and, to strive to be the best that they can be. The one thing Jordyn's got is a mum who has never quit. And I've taught him, you don't ever quit.
Yeah.
Exactly, Kath. You are a mum and you have been a mum and for the last year. So you know what, love, where my stand on that.
Hello.
Oh, it's all good, Stace. We got her back. What's
the time on it?
So on that note, guys, it is 12 o'clock already. That last hour always goes faster than the first. I think it's because by the second hour we're in the groove. Jordyn, love, it's been awesome hanging with you. It's been so amazing, and I love hanging with you. We'll have you on soon. And it's good to catch up and just, these people can see part of you. It's because you're a big part of my life, and they get to know you a bit better. And we want more art, and we'll look at doing that GoFundMe for Jordyn. Thanks for the suggestion, Jeremy. Much appreciated. We'll sort something out. We'll see if we can get you a GoFundMe up and see if we can get you a new laptop sorted. And you guys are all amazing. And like, honestly, the biggest blessing of the last year, other than being back with Rory, has been you guys. You guys are a big and part of my life now and stuck with me. No matter what the future brings, I will always be here. Right, guys. Haere kia kaha and bless your bums from both Libby and I and my tribe. And we love you. We think you're all amazing. And yeah, don't forget to go and check out the new cups that are up. Check out Jordyn's cups will be up later in the next week sometime. Thank you for making my son feel so welcome. You guys would.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's always good to be here.
Yeah, it's always awesome to have you, my bud. Awesome. All right, guys. Mwah. We'll see you later.
Bye.